Week 4's discussion was figuring out how much money. First, we were asked to watch a bank teller scene from the TV show Futurama.
We don't seem to have your retina scan, your fingerprint, or your colonic map on file.
Yeah, well, I did open the account over 1,000 years ago. What about my ATM card?
Do you still remember your PIN number?
Sure. It's the price of a cheese pizza and a large soda back where I used to work. Panucci's Pizza.
Okay, you had a balance of 93 cents.
All right.
And at an average of 2.25% interest over a period of 1,000 years, that comes to $4.3 billion.
It's a fry.
After reviewing the video, there were a few questions. The first question is, in this fun problem, your aim is to uncover how much you believe the account has, given the conditions stated. In other words, how much money is Fry drooling over? The answer might seem obvious, but there are some things to think about and get out in the open prior to committing to an answer. Your job is to provide a reasonable set of assumptions, things you will assume to be true, and to provide reasoning for an answer, or for more than one answer if you believe there are other possibilities. Have fun with this, but let's see some awesome insights. A majority of the problem was given, the teller states, over a period of 1,000 years. Now this could mean annually, quarterly, monthly, or continuously. To keep things simple, and because there's no evidence or reason to make you choose any other option, I'm going to go with annually. With the information that is given in the video, I will be using compound interest formula, which is set up with V as the value of compounding, P is principal or amount deposited, R is the annual interest rate in decimal form, N is the number of times compounded in a year, and finally, T is the time in years. Now to figure out how much money Fry is drooling over, first, what do we know? We know our starting balance is 93 cents, which is our principal or amount deposited. The R is average interest rate is 2.25, which changes to 0.0225 in decimal form. T will be the balance, which accrued over a period of 1,000 years. And finally, our N will be 1. Our assumption for yearly compounding. When all the information is plugged in, it looks like this. And now following the order of operations, first you simplify the exponent, then you divide, then you add your parenthesis terms together. You raise 1.0225 to the thousandth power. You multiply your terms together. And the result is approximately $4.3 billion that Fry is drooling over. Question 2. Now let's think about an interesting variation. Suppose we want to make the same amount as Fry, but in much shorter span of time. Let's say that you plan on retiring in 30 years. You would like to have a final balance equal to what Fry has in his bank account. Assume you can earn an interest rate of 15% per year, compounded monthly. How much would you need to put in today? Using the same formula, plugging in what we know, V is our 4 billion number, R is 15% or 0.15, converted into a decimal, T is 30, 12 is our N this time because it specifically states compounded monthly in the problem. Starting out, it looks like this. Following the order of operations again, you first divide, then you add your parenthesis terms together. You raise 1.0125 to the 360 power. You divide both sides by 87.54, and you get approximately 48.9 million that you should deposit the same amount of Fry's dollar amount. Finally, consider the situation in which you invest what you currently have in your bank account. For fun, let's suppose the amount is $1,000. If you can earn 15% per year, compounded monthly, how long would it take you to earn as much as Fry? Again, you plug in what you know. V is the 4 million number. P, 1,000. R is 15 or 0.15. N is 12 because you're compounding monthly. This is what it would look like. This time we are going to be finding T. So following the orders of operation again, first you divide, then you add your parenthesis terms together. Divide both sides by 1,000. And then you take the natural log of each side. You divide 1.0125 from each side. Finally, you divide 12 from each side and get approximately 102 years to earn Fry's dollar amount with $1,000 deposited at 15% compounded monthly. And that is it for week 4 discussion board, How Much Money?